In this video, I'm going to introduce you to something that I've been building with the Daydream team. It's called DreamSampler. And what it is an AI-powered sampler that allows you to get highly custom noises in a real-time interactive way. So this is in contrast to most AI products for music, which is like you prompt and you wait. With this, it is interactive because we believe that making music is inherently real-time. So that's the focus here. I'm going to show you how to install this, how to get it running in a DAW, and it will. I'm going to be using Ableton, but it will work in any DAW. Then I'll go over the control surface here, and then I'll kind of go through making something with it. So anyways, without further ado, let's start with the install. Okay, to install, just go to daydream.live, click download for your DAW, download for Windows, start download. And I've already downloaded this, so let's go ahead and just run it. Walk through this together. It's exceedingly simple. We'll install it. It will go, and it will be installed to your VST folder on your system for you. So these instructions here, I'm about to walk through, so we can skip them. Okay, then to get started, you can drag this onto a new track or an existing track, DreamSampler Alpha. And I'm going to demo solo instrument mode. I've got a server running locally. If you don't have a GPU like this one, just leave this blank and it will connect to one of our servers so you can try this out. So let's click connect. Actually, first, let me, just for demonstration purposes, here's some guitar that I recorded previously, and I just want to drag it here. This is the source I want to use. I want to use the whole thing, full track, and solo instrument, and then click connect. Let me just go over the basic control surface here. So you can do solo instrument or full mix. We're going to do solo instrument. It's really fun. We've got the audio input, and you can just drag any old audio in. It could be a full song. It could be a single instrument, whatever you want. You can drag that here. And then this is the audio output, and it's a sampler, just like any other sampler. So this gets mapped. Let me turn the volume up. So this is the output from the model, and it gets mapped to your MIDI keyboard. And this is slice mode. You can go slice it by transient, change the sensitivity. Many of you will be familiar already with how samplers work. So in the case of this project here, what I wanted to do was not really make a sampler, but just take the whole guitar take and then make a new take based on that. So I went to classic mode, and as you can see, I laid a MIDI note, the middle C, across the whole bar. So then I can loop and iterate on it. So we've got the input, the audio input. We've got the audio output, which you can do in different ways, and just as all samplers work. Then we have the interesting controls here, which will, in real time, transform the output. So we've got two prompts, and we can blend between them. And this will, change. Like you could put deathcore here, for instance, if you wanted to. That's not exactly what I'm going for, but these prompts will in real time affect this audio. And the strength that this effect has is controlled by the strength knob down here at the left. I found in solo instrument mode, there's like a sweet spot between 0.3 and 0.7 where it will follow the input audio, but transform it in a really nice way. So to help understand what this strength knob does, if you go all the way to 0, it will be my guitar recording as the output. And if you go all the way up to a strength of 1, it will be a full and total departure from the input audio, my recorded guitar, and it will just be driven by this prompt. Then another important one here is seed. And this is like a random starting point. So if you've dialed in good settings here, like it's producing a different guitar take for you, but you want it to be a different take, just crank this seed around and it will randomize it. And give you something like it'll just give you another take. Now let's go ahead and edit this little take here. Slide that there. Make sure this sounds correct. Certain shade of green, cover of a cover of a cover, by the way. Incubus. So let's freaking go ahead and consolidate. There it is. Consolidate. Now, when we look at this clip, we have nothing on either side. It's just purely this region here. And just for good measure, I'm going to bounce the track in place. Now, I've got the Daydream sampler. Let me make sure my server is running. It is. I'm going to take my audio here. I'm going to drag it to the source. I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use the whole track. And then I'm going to connect. I have the server running locally, but if you don't have a GPU like this one, you just leave this blank and it will connect to a hosted server for you to try this out. So you can see we've got our audio back. So this is where we put our input audio, and then this is our output audio. And like any other sampler, it's, you know, we can split by transient, by beat, by region, whatever. And then it is mapped to my MIDI controller. Let me turn up the gain. It's pretty quiet. Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to go with classic mode because it will let me just play the whole thing. And you know what? I'm going to want to iterate on this almost certainly. Let me find that. So classic mode allows you to just do one full shot. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I'm not, Ableton is not my first language here. I do click. Okay, so C1 is too low. Let me go for that's too high. Drag C3. Okay, that is correct. I'm going to drag this for the whole length of the thing. Whatever this is, 8 bars or something. I want this thing to go all the way like that. Okay. I'm going to mute the guitar. Okay, now let's go back into the sampler. I have it still open here. And now we can just sort of mess around. So I want to bring your attention to all of these here are normal sampler level settings. If you're familiar with Ableton, you might have used Simpler. It's taken a lot of inspiration from Simpler. Let me throw a loop on this. Control L. Start over. So I'm going to gloss over these and just focus on the model level stuff down here. So we have 2 prompts here. And we can blend between them with this right here. And if I like these settings that I have, I can click save and then lock them in to setting slot 1 up here. Interesting. Cool. No, I don't like that. Let me try a different. What else did I have saved? Okay, sorry, I get lost in the sauce here, but what's important is that we can blend between these 2 prompts here to get unique sounds, and we can control how strong the effect is with this knob right here in combination with this one, but mainly this one. And there's in this mode here for single instrument mode, there's a sweet spot I've found, like from like 0.35 to like 0.65, let's call it, where you can depart from the input audio, but not too much. So allow me to demonstrate. If I turn this all the way down, this is literally me playing the guitar. If I turn it all the way up, it's going to be something far from the input audio. So like almost an entire departure. So depending on what you're going for, turn this knob. This has an outsized impact on the output from the model. So we've got remix strength, and then we have shift. And this sort of tells the model which portion of the schedule to focus on. So I won't get into it, but you can get some cool, unique effects with high remix by messing with these two things. I'll leave it to you to experiment. But you can do this all in real time as well. So. So you get something that you like. Seed allows you to randomize it. Just get something completely, totally different. So the seed is like the starting point. You know, this isn't even in G minor. We'll get better results if I use the proper key. What is it? E major? I guess it is in G minor. Never mind. But using the relative minor gives you one effect. We'll get something completely different here with the major iteration. I honestly like G minor better. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. Not what I'm looking for. Nah, I don't like it. Sweet. Ooh. Let's save that. I actually like that. All right, cool. I could use this. So let's go ahead and take the, I don't want to give an Ableton lesson here, but we could then record this to another track. Let me pause this. I want to now show an example, like that's using like really complex input with chords on the guitar, and you can get some cool stuff. You can also do some cool stuff with just melodies. So let me see if I can come up with one. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Hate that. Let me just see if anything. Oops. G major. Not terrible. Okay, so those are a couple things you can do. I essentially was able to get different guitar takes to mess with. I'm also able to get different, like totally different instrument, like record a melody, and then just transform it into something that's like a different take, same idea, or a different instrument, same idea. And you can do it all with these few controls here. I'll come back with another video on the other mode here, which has a lot more knobs to mess with and can be really, really fun. But that will do it for this. That's DreamSampler, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, bye-bye.